A 5-minute Polaroid. Alex was a poor photography student who thought he'd struck gold when he found a vintage Sun 660 camera at a flea market. The old woman selling the camera looked at him with watery, panicked eyes and gave it to him for free, muttering that she just wanted to get it out of her house. Alex didn't ask any questions. He simply took the camera back to his cramped apartment, wiped off the dust, and took a test shot of his messy kitchen table. The camera spun, revealing a piece of film. But when the image developed, Alex frowned. In the photo, his cat, Luna, was standing on the table and spilling a glass of water. In reality, the table was empty, and Luna was sleeping on the couch. Alex thought the camera was broken until 5 minutes later. Luna went into the kitchen, jumped on the table, and knocked the glass over, making the same mess as the one in his hand. Alex felt cold. The camera wasn't capturing the moment, it was capturing exactly 5 minutes in the future. For the next week, Alex felt like a god. He used the camera to predict small things, like pizza delivery arriving before he ordered it, or the weather changing moments before it rained. He grew addicted to its certainty, the feeling of being ahead of time. But the novelty wore off one Tuesday night when he decided to take a selfie. He stood in front of his hallway mirror, smiled, and pressed the shutter. Click click, he moved the film, waiting for his smiling face to appear. But as the colors faded, the smile vanished from his real face. In the photo, future Alex looked terrified. His eyes were wide, silently screaming, and behind him, in a dark corner of the room, stood a tall, shadowy man holding a weapon. Alex immediately began to panic. He checked his watch. There were exactly 5 minutes left until the photo became reality. He didn't waste a second. He locked the front door, closed the windows, and grabbed a heavy baseball bat from his closet. He retreated to the corner of the room, the corner opposite where the shadow had stood in the photo, convinced that if he could change his position, he could change his fate. Minutes passed like hours. The 3rd minute passed. The 4th minute. The apartment was silent. As the second hand approached the 5-minute mark, Alex's heart began pounding against his ribs. He picked up the bat and shouted into the empty air, "Come on! Show yourself!" The clock struck a minute. Nothing happened. No intruder entered. No monster appeared. Alex stood there, beating his chest, realizing he was alone. A strange laugh escaped his throat. He had done it, he had defeated the camera. He lowered the bat and turned to the mirror to take one last look at the cursed photo before burning it. But the moment he saw his reflection, the blood drained from his face. In the dim light, him, bat in hand, cast a long, crooked shadow on the wall behind him. He looked down at the photo again. The intruder wasn't a stranger. It was his own shadow. The weapon was the bat he was holding. And the look of fear on his face? That was the feeling he was experiencing right now. Startled by his reflection, Alex took a step back. His foot landed on the wet patch of floor where the cat had spilled water earlier. He slipped. His legs flew out from under him, and he fell backward, his head hitting the corner of the heavy desk. As his vision blurred and went black, the last thing he heard was the mechanical sound of the camera on the desk, triggered by the impact. He pulled out one last photo, which fell face up beside her unconscious body. In the stillness of the room, it slowly formed a stark black image.